Welcome back to Gunner Fan TV. Welcome back to another match reaction. Portsmouth versus Arsenal today in the FA Cup. Arsenal came out with the win today, 4 goals, 2-1. But it wasn't easy. The first half was very tricky for Arsenal. Arsenal went down early to Portsmouth. Their high pressure, high press game kind of got us on the back foot. And as a result of that, they were able to get a goal in the first half. However, our class shunned through and we were able to win the game 4 goals to 1. Let's talk about the game really quick. I mean, this was a game that the odds were stacked in Arsenal's favor. Top of the league, playing a league that's struggling in their actual competition. I think they're 1 point from relegation. So we were going in this game the favorites. However, in the first half, we didn't look like the favorites. I'm going to be honest. We were under a lot of pressure. There wasn't a lot of control in the first half. We didn't seem like we were the better team. Just seemed like we were a team that's also playing at their level in their league. It just looks like a game they would be playing on a regular basis in their league, you know. So it was kind of concerning at first, but I wasn't panicking. I don't think any Arsenal fan probably was panicking. We knew at some point we were going to take over that game. And honestly, it was good that we were able to score in the first half to get things level. It was an own goal from a set piece, and we were able to get ourselves back on even ground. However, second half, I don't know what was said. Team came out, looked way better in the second half. I thought Mikel Marino in the midfield was really good. I thought Ethan Waneri was really good in the midfield also. We did have some issues, or I had some issues with um, Skelly. I think he's struggling right now, and that's just down to not having enough game time, I think, because last season that was a different player. I mean, it just seemed like he fell off a cliff. Maybe that's down to him just not playing, his confidence is low, or just the pressure of trying to replicate what he did last season. But can't lose faith in a player like Skelly. He's young, he has talent, and he will bounce back. He just needs to get more game time. Norgard came in today for center back, filled in very well. No issues with him there. I think he contributed to the own goal. It was his pressure that caused the defender to put it into his own net. Gabrielle also solid in the back. I don't think we had major issues. Just some early jitters where the team was pressing us, and we're not really used to a lower team, a lower tier team really pressing us. More than likely, teams who are playing Arsenal tends to sit back, but this team came out with a different plan, and I think that kind of threw us off a little bit. And we were struggling with that early on into the game. But however, we found a way around it. I mean, the class is going to shine through either way because we have better players. Our players are at a different level, so we were able to manage that eventually. And in the second half, we did come out looking the better team, if I'm going to be honest. Straight after the whistle, we looked like we were dominant. We're moving the ball around. We were very confident, just playing the ball. It wasn't a lot of pressure, if I'm going to be honest. We just came out and we started to dictate the game as we should, being the better team. But personal performances, honestly, some players did better than others. As I said, Skelly didn't look too confident. Ben White, he's still working his way back from injury. Didn't look too bad. I think he had a decent game. Kept out a decent game, made a couple good saves. Some people probably are saying that he should have done better with the first goal. Probably should have, parried it outside, or probably could have, not parried it into the path of the striker. However, I think he had an okay game. Gabriel, as I said, was solid. The midfield, I think Wanieri did a really good job in the midfield. His his directness is something else, man. You know what I mean? And I saw the difference when he came off. It was more controlled by Odegaard. They're two different players, honestly. And that's what I wanted to see from Eze. I wanted to see the directness from Eze in this game, and I didn't really see that. I saw as they stepped up his game when Odegaard came on, and maybe that was the plan because I was kind of fuming when they took off Wanieri because I thought Wanieri was having a really good game in the midfield, And I was like, yo, why hook him? He hasn't played in a while, hasn't played in months, right? He's free now, right? Free Wanieri, and Wanieri played today. And I'm like, yo, give him 90. And he took him off in like the 60th minute or something like that. And I was fuming personally because I felt like he was really getting into the game, played really well in the second half. He was very direct. His passes were progressive passes, breaking the lines, made some good passes. Um, and I thought he deserved to finish the game. I didn't really appreciate the fact that he got hooked. Odegaard came in, and I saw something there with Eze. I don't know if that was a plan for Mikel, but there was some kind of chemistry they're building with Eze and um, and Odegaard. But for me, man, Waneri, I thought he should have finished the game. I felt like it's just he's a talented kid, and he just looks so dangerous carrying the ball. His pace when he's dribbling is, I don't think anyone in our midfield has that. He's the only one that possesses that skill, moving the ball forward at pace, right? And it looks dangerous. It's just not aimless. Like it looks dangerous. His passing today in the second half, especially, was on point. So I was kind of upset seeing him coming off. But overall, he had a good game. Hopefully, we'll see him again on Wednesday. Martinelli, hat trick for Martinelli. Good to see that for Martinelli. Missed a couple easy chances also, but good to see him come back from just a terrible um I don't know, the media was kind of slandering him this week, what I mean, because of what he did to Bradley. Some people might say it was deserved, but I don't think it was so much of a big deal, man. It's football. Everyone does it. You know what I'm saying? It just looked bad because, it turned out to be a really bad injury for Bradley. But, it's good to see him come out today and kind of, rise above it. And he was able to get a hat trick today. Not a great performance, to be honest. I mean, he scored two set piece goals, and he was just there to tap the last one in. But still, you have to be there to score. And one of the headers was really good. Um, Actually, I want to say the two good headers, not even one. Those two really good headers, and the last one was just a tap in. Um, Madueke, that penalty was what was that, man? I don't know. Just don't try that again, Nani. I don't know what the hell that was, but he had the entire goal and he just put it wide. And he's not even our penalty taker. I don't know what was that about. He just grabbed the ball like he was on that Chelsea vibes. Remember when he took the ball from the guys and they were all fighting, and then Cole Palmer took it and scored, and it was just chaos. Once I saw him grab the ball, I'm like, yo, is he gonna really take this penalty? But overall, man, I think he had a pretty decent game also. Um, Norgard and center back, I think he was pretty solid too. But I didn't really appreciate all the changes. I understood the one with Ben White, because Ben White for Timber, Ben White is coming back from an injury, so you kind of want to manage his minutes too, right? So that was all right. So Timber coming in, um, didn't as I said before, didn't really like the change with Waneri. I thought he should have finished the game, or probably hooked Eze because Eze wasn't playing well. Um, so I thought Waneri deserved the 90 minutes. Didn't really understand that change. I didn't understand why Zimmerman needed to come into the game. You could have rested him also. You know what I mean? So some of the changes I didn't really agree with. Good to see Kai Havertz back, honestly. Um, didn't look bad. I mean, didn't have a lot of time, but didn't look bad if I'm gonna be honest. He looks sharp. Saw him make a couple good passes, good touches, good strikes from not if I'm gonna be honest. So it's good to see him back. But again, listen, it's a win. We move forward into the competition. We look forward to Wednesday when we play Chelsea in the EFLA Cup. And we just got to take it a step at a time because these competitions are there to be won. They're trophies to be won, and we haven't won trophies in a while. So we need to take this competition and every other competition serious and stay alive in each and every one of them. So I appreciate you guys. Please smash the like button, subscribe, comment, and we'll talk again about the game on Wednesday against Chelsea, which is going to be a big one, guys. So we'll see how things work out, and hopefully we have some players coming back from injury. So we'll talk again. Stay safe and peace.